towards the A catch-up point, though. He's going to try to take this back, and he's spun on the second floor. He does take him down with that thermal, yeah.
The thermal's really useful when there's a lot of stuff in the way and you can't really see the player because he's running back.
Looking at spawn camp at the same time here. He's going to eat a nade, looking for some cover, but he does get blown away and picked off here. We're going to switch over to Synthetic.
He's actually dead. We're watching.
Nice.
He's observing.
We're watching a whole bunch of people get wrecked right now.
In Conquest, it's hardcore what's going on, and especially with the best of the best here, West against East. They want to try to recapture this one for the East side.
Now, you can see Synthetic's got his pistol. You actually run faster with a pistol out, so you see players do that.
So it's like Counter-Strike there. Yeah, that's right. I can multitask, guys. I don't just play Halo. All right, now, giving everyone else in the audience an update since we got that beautiful bottom left screenshot, little graphic there. We're coming up the time for you, but we have 35 seconds left on the clock, right, guys?
Yep.
So it is now do or die time here. For the East Coast, it looks like they are down 2 satellites to 1, and whoever owns more at the end wins.
Basically, it all comes down to capturing the last one or holding the last one, depending on what side you're on. And it's going to be the East side going to have to try to retake. So let's see how they're going to do. We're going to switch over to Hopes now. What's going on Unbreakable here is he's going to try to capture C.
He didn't.
Oh, no, he's not.
Down from their spawn. That's what's dangerous about C. It's right by their spawn.
Yeah, looks like we're going to have JwhoJcash just hold out here at the last point.
And here we got big move out of Finest X. You said he would be the player to be the MVP Unbreakable.
And he did. He was able to capture that last satellite right as the round ended.
And nice work. Finest X going clutch for the East. And there we have the East Coast Rainbow Six representing on the main stage, and the crowd is silent because they're all West Coast fans.
See,
East up 1-0.
It was a good thing to say with my East Coast boys.
All right, now, did they win? Oh, we got a whole nother round.
Yeah.
First one or two, if I'm not mistaken, for Total Conquest. So let's see what's going to happen. Let's follow Hopes handing out on the spawn, of course. We have switched over sides, and the C capture point is closer here for the East Coast team. We could actually blow away those doors with a grenade, and that's exactly what it does to actually open some cover. You also, in Rainbow Six, also have the snake cam. Basically, if the door is still closed, you can actually put your snake cam under and see some action going on.
Now, that's a sweet feature in single player, but does anyone actually use it in multiplayer?
I've actually watched the VODs while I was studying this game, and actually some people have used it, especially.
Look at that main stage. That is nowhere near as awesome as our main stage because
ours is filled with people
up there.
That too.
All right. Well, right now we're checking out Hopes. He's locking down the C satellite right
on his team.
I'm just gonna be honest with you, Puckett. If there was actually a FAMAS gunfight happening here right now, I wouldn't be commentating it. I'd be out of here too. So.
That's a very good point.
There you go.
We need to be playing blackjack here. I'd be running away to the Mirage or something.
Bloody Glory got a huge triple kill.
Yeah, so we do have actually a 1-for-1 so far with the A catcher point still up for grabs here inside the showroom.
Why hasn't anyone gone for A yet?
I think right now we're just trying to get the field first. We did get the first capture points going in, and we're just trying to get the battles going on first before we actually move on and decide. Like we said, it's last minute really for us as Rainbow Six players.
No point in going up for A and grabbing it, and then
you might lose the capture point you just taken before.
And now, guys, I'm looking at all 8 screens here, and it looks like they all have the same weapon, but some of them have scopes, some of them do not. Why is everyone using the same gun, and why are there scopes?
Go ahead. Loss is the most powerful gun. You'll see some people use the MTAR occasionally, but most players stick with the FAMAS.
Yeah.
And the scope, it's really a personal choice. As you can see, obviously it'll zoom in, but the other choice is a high-capacity magazine, which gives you more bullets. So you'll see a lot of players without the scope using.
You could have different perks that you put up, just like in Call of Duty 4. And basically, if you don't see a scope on it and nothing else around modifying the guns, it's probably going to be the high-capacity mag. So let's follow back with the action here. Back with Insane, who just took off his thermal, actually. He's looking to recapture this A capture point. So he's with a couple of his teammates, but he just got taken down.
Yeah, that's right. That is Van Silly's Deathfinger, not the Puckett Deathfinger in action. But now the Puckett Deathfinger is back in action. We're going to watch my little friend. His name's Phobia.
Phobia, bad nade, getting killed off the spawn.
No, that wasn't me this time.
That was Puckett. I'll take credit for that one. We're going to check out JwhoJcash.
Yeah, we do have 2:32 on the clock. He just captured the A catcher point inside the showroom, but of course, we're going to try to retake this so far here as JwhoJcash is also looking to spawn camp here. As he's got on the top as well.
And now what was that 30-second that just popped up?
Yeah, so all 3 catcher points have been taken, all 3 satellites. So they're going to have to hold it for 30 seconds, make that 15 seconds now. If they can hold it for 15 seconds, it's pretty much game over, and the East Coast will be able to take up this match. And so far, it is 1-0, first to 2 in capture.
And JwhoJcash is freaking tearing it up, guys.
5 seconds left in the countdown.
I gotta give huge props. You know, I've played this game. I've made a game battles team, and I got wrecked for about 6 straight matches, and then I went back to Halo. But, you know, I was never able to do what he was doing with the map there, using it so quickly and then switching back to his gun and doing the damage.
Well, I just got to tell you what just happened so far. It was counted down to the final 10 seconds, but the B catcher point has been retaken. Then retaken once again by the East Coast. So now the counter goes down.
We got 10 seconds left on the countdown. JwhoJcash doing nasty works, keeping them out of their spawn.
JwhoJcash playing like a freaking all-star here.
That ends his streak right now, though.
All right, do you want to stay on board with him, or are we going to Finest?
Yeah, well, we have actually recaptured here the B capture point for the West Coast team, so let's switch over and see if they're able to hold this back.
All of East team is just dead.
Yep. Well, so this is actually a good call right now for the West team to retake this.
And there's a minute 10 left on the clock for all of you out there. And now we have the West Coast team locking down all 3 satellites, so they only need to hold it for about 20 more seconds.
Yeah, but Phobia just got picked off there, so it might be a chance here for the East Coast to recap that point that Phobia just taken.
2 down right now.
Yep.
Insane X trying to prevent the East Coast from taking this A. And now if they do tie this, does it go to a 3rd and final round? Or how do we decide this?
2, so
4 seconds left. Wow.
Hey.
Nice job by Insane there, holding that A catcher point preventing right now. 4.
And there we go.
Bring it back. Yep.
West Coast, East Coast, tighten up 1-1 on Total Conquest.
Money's worth. Let's go. Give the people their money's worth. We'll give you a round.
All right, Dad.
Hey,
Fuck it, let them
here we
know.
go. Here we go now.
East all
Let's
day.
finish it right now. Let's finish it right now. Let's make an example of them. Let's go.
All right, well, Finest wants to make an example of somebody, but he didn't do any example in that last game. He got crushed. I'm just kidding. They controlled 3 capture points for a long time, but they were unclutched, unable to hold it down. Now we're going into the 3rd and final round, eh?
And the spawns do swap between each round.
Yeah, so great job, though, for the West Coast to come back, though, after having to recapture at least 1 here to come back in the game. They recaptured all 3 and ran the timeout.
And it looks like East already has 2 capture points.
They were able to grab A and B.
So let's see if Finest could actually set this example here. He's actually holding the defense so far here towards that team. Just on the other side of the 2nd floor of the game room, we could actually see the MLG gaming area.
Is there even anyone over there? I don't see anything on his screen.
They do that a lot. They blind fire and like pre-fire, so if someone comes around the corner, it'll pop them. It's kind of just a precautionary
Get
thing.
caught in the face, and now he's switching that pistol to run faster, like you mentioned earlier. And now they got all 3 capture points. Finest being taken down there.
Some action going on towards the A area, so let's see what happens here. We're going to switch over to Phobia, who's under attack here at the 2nd floor.
Move. Oh.
Trying to recap this right now because we only do have 12 seconds left going on.
And Unbreakable, you said that was a poor move?
It was a bold move because the guy was still above him.
Synthetic picked off. This could be it. 3 seconds left.
I got to go to my boy.
Finest.
He's already standing up.
It's game over. He already knew it. It was in the bag here, and it actually is.
East was able to take it over West 2-1.
So there it is, Finest X and the rest of the East Coast crew. They're going to make the overall score so far 6-2 in favor of the East. Blood and glory and friends for the West Coast. They just could not do it. And check it out, only Phobia racking up a kill in that final round. East just dominated with 0 BC and Hopes leading the way with 2 kills
Yeah, they
apiece.
really changed around that round. The other rounds were kind of last minute, and this was just straight out domination.
All right, so that is Game 3, Round 3 here at the MLG All-Star Classic. Checking out the East dominating. That was Rainbow Six. We're going to go back to Halo here in a bit. Got to thank Van Silly, Unbreakable so much. Before you guys go, you have any shout-outs?
Hey, thanks for having me, man. And I'm looking forward to the rest of the matches going on to the championships in Vegas.
Shout out to anyone who's listening that knows me. That's about it. Glad to be up here.
That's so sad.
Hey, I didn't say anything, but I still had buckets there, dude.
I'm just kidding. Unbreakable, a great guy, good moderator, and amazing commentator. Guys, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks, man.
Nexi and D-Mac will be back in the hot seats. We're going back to Halo after this quick commercial break.